Welcome to Wanna Bet, the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously, but not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now.
So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Something custom chemicals about the concept fairly known. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben.
Let's get it started indeed. I'm Jason. That's Ben. We are Wanna Bet. We cash for you. Thank you, Bayern. A Champions League Thursday, super fired up. I got to admit, when they changed this format a couple years back, I was pretty opposed to it. I'm a dinosaur. I'm opposed to change in general. And while I still don't love it, I do love having match days Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday now, and not just Tuesday, Wednesday. I do wonder, though, those teams that play on Thursday and then have to play again domestically, what that means for them. We are the only daily sports wagering game show in existence. We keep score. We are transparent about all our bets, and we tell you how we're doing, how we did last night, how we've done for the year, how we're doing in certain niches, how we're doing in certain sports, all that stuff. Every day we give you our best plays since yesterday's show, which was 24 hours ago, because we do this every goddamn day. First, second, third down, our three favorite picks of the day in that order. Third down, money down in the NFL. Third down. We hope all our picks are money picks, but money down for us. Fourth and long is usually fourth and short. A quick hitter to get you paid early in a match, early in a game, first 3 innings, first 5 innings, first half, first quarter, first 30 minutes of a soccer match, things like that. Overtime, we've been giving you guys the best football parlays we can in college and pro, and frankly, we've been banking for you. Lobsters in both hands. If you know, you know. But Beltway Ben, as always, how did it go on the show yesterday? Oh, yeah, there you go. That's how it went. That's how it went. We told you we thought we'd be rocking the Bayern Munich jersey today because we loved them. Loved them against Chelsea. Thought it would be loose. Thought it would be wild. Both teams will score. Bayern will score at least a couple. Bayern will be up at halftime. Bayern to win the match. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. MLB, we like that Tyler Wells matchup. Got really sweaty there with the White Sox. Martin Perez never looked right. Had to leave early. We sweated that out and still covered. And again, we're super fired up about Champions League and more today. Beltway Ben, how was your Wednesday?
Yeah, we had three plays in that Red Sox game. We know we gave out them and the team total over 3.5. Got kind of sweaty, but they end up winning that game. We also told you if you don't want to play that, play it at plus money. Take Trevor Story, a hit, and them on the money line for like plus 103 or 102. Yeah. That cashed. And then we lost our first 5 minus a half run. That was unfortunate, but again, we still finished up just under a unit yesterday with a good showing from the Red Sox.
And look, we're giving you guys stuff when we see the value there ahead of time. That's why it's not always going to be plays for that night. We're all over this Thursday night football game in a lot of different ways. That's why I'm not crazy on it tonight, because if you watch the show regularly, or if you're in the super Discord there, where we have been crushing it, you get all my picks, all Ben's picks, Eric Casillas' picks in real time when we make them on our apps. We go to the super Discord and tell you what we're playing and how we're playing it and why we're playing it. Yeah, a lot of sports going on, and we're all over all of them. Get that QR code. You can find out all the info there. And there you see what we've done since we launched this show May 21st in the green there. Not too shabby. Ben, you have the honors as always, my friend. Where are you taking us on first down?
Very similar play to the other night. And if you don't want to tell it, that's fine. I get it. It's scary to go back to a play that we lost. But it was literally by one rebound from Aaliyah Boston. That was the only reason we lost. And then now we're taking out Kelsey Mitchell, but we're putting in the Aces on the money line. I don't think borderline best team in the WNBA. I think they're the second best behind the Lynx. Great comeback win for them last night. But I do like the Aces on the money line today. They return home. A'ja Wilson has been the best player in the WNBA the past 5 to 6 weeks, and I think she's going to continue that. She had a double-double in Game 2. Didn't have one in Game 1, had 8 rebounds, but also didn't play the fourth quarter. Played a minute or 2 minutes. It was a blowout. I don't know that this one is a blowout just with it being an elimination game. We should see some good basketball here, but I do think they win. I think she gets a double-double. Seattle, they won on a miracle. I think they're going to ride that a little bit into this one. I think they're going to play fine, but I don't think they're going to beat the Aces. I think they'll keep it close enough to get us A'ja Wilson playing regular minutes in the fourth quarter, but they allowed 35.8 rebounds per game in the regular season, the final 10 games. That was the second most in the WNBA. They're allowing 34 per game in the playoffs. A little bit better, but still not great. And then Aaliyah Boston, that was the last one that we're going to need here. It's actually the first game. 6+ rebounds in 11 of her last 13 games. She didn't go over her last game, finished with 5, and went on to play 0 minutes in the fourth quarter. And this was actually the opposite way, right? They were 3.5, 4.5 point underdogs heading into that game. They end up winning outright by a lot of points. I don't think she's getting saddled fourth quarter either. I don't think both of these games are blowouts. So we're getting this plus 102 because, again, instead of Kelsey Mitchell, 15+ points, we're going aces on the money line.
Ben, you know I love to sing on this show. In fourth and short, you're gonna hear me sing really my anthem. It's my walk-up music. It's my theme song. Yeah, it's Quinny F and P Day, which is a holiday around these Wannabet streets. But we're gonna start off first down, and you want to get on this quickly because this match kicks off in a half hour. Do you know the Champions League song, Beltway Ben? Have you ever heard the Champions League song?
Absolutely not.
We are the champions. And then you got the bugle in the background. These are the champions. You got to check it out. Please tell me that between now and when I get to the studio that you will have Googled the Champions League theme song.
There's a 0% chance of it.
Then tomorrow you could come on and rate it 0 to 5 stars.
I'll probably give it to you now. I'm gonna give it a 0.
You won't listen to it?
I have no interest in the. I think they're all the same. The EPL.
You can't give it 30 seconds? Dude, I think it's
the
really kind of freaky and creepy. These are the champions. Anyway, FC Copenhagen. Beltway Ben knows this team, for being a fairly nondescript,
yeah, right,
a pretty nondescript Scandinavian domestic side, shows up on this show a lot. Why? Look, I'll be honest with you. I thought Malmo from Sweden was going to make it to the Champions League proper. I got on Malmo early in qualifying. We made some good money on Malmo. Malmo eventually got to the stage where they stopped playing teams from Estonia and Azerbaijan, and they came up against Copenhagen. Started doing a lot of work on Copenhagen. First leg of that tie, these two teams separated by 80 kilometers. It's a rivalry, even though they're in different countries. I thought Malmo could do the job. Boy, was I wrong. And the more I dug down on Copenhagen, and especially Copenhagen at home, I was super impressed. And as I watched them play Malmo, you couldn't help but be super impressed. They scored 9 goals at home in 3 Champions League qualifying matches. When they needed to be sort of tactical and park the bus a little bit, they could do it. And frankly, they had a little more class than I thought. When I'm handicapping Champions League games, this is always dangerous. I, maybe more than others, do look at the domestic form. Bayer Leverkusen has not impressed me in Germany at all. I don't know that they're in position to travel that well. If they fall behind early and Copenhagen has been scoring, I don't think that's going to play out very well for Leverkusen. I don't, they're giving me strange vibes. So them having to go on the road against a little engine that could, a team that's going to be very comfortable at home and is not going to sit back and play 0-0. I'm not going super sexy here. I think Copenhagen gets points from this match, -150. Again, this kicks off at 12:45 Eastern. So there you go. Second down, Beltway Ben. Please, you're going to do it, right? I'm going to make you do it. I'm going to play it for you. The Champions League.
I did want to get back to that. And I'm apologizing to the viewers. If anybody was in a band or anything like that, I'm sorry. I don't pay attention much to the Champions League, EPL, whatever, all of it. I just pay attention to Jason's bets. We cash him if I bet it, and I'll watch it with him. But I don't, before we started doing this, I'll be honest, I didn't watch it all. But to get to something that hits me a little bit, I don't like college bands. I hate it. And then I don't like it. It just doesn't sound good to me.
You are an old man in a young man's body. That's why I love you so much.
It's I hate it. I don't want to listen to it. I don't like the fight song. So many people love it. Oh, I was no, we don't need that. You know what I'm saying?
Get off Ben's lawn. I was at Loyola Blakefield on Saturday, and it's hot out, and we're getting our butts kicked a little bit by Georgetown Prep. By Gonzaga, and they got a DN who's going to Michigan who looked like Micah Parsons. And I turned to my son, and I'm like, you know what we've got going for us here at least? It's short half times in high school, and we don't have a band. The last thing I would need, right? The last thing I would want is not be able to hear myself talk to him because there's a half-assed high school band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Blend tubas and stuff in our face. So
Yeah.
I'm with you, Ben. Now, I'm almost 52, and you're not even 25, but I'm with you.
Yeah, fans are I just can't do it. But I want to get to a play this weekend. Minus 102 for TJ Hawkinson over his receptions. And I don't think we're going to get this later in the week at this price. Hasn't gone over it yet. Hasn't looked good, to be quite honest with you. But look at what J.J. McCarthy's done. And I kind of flirted with this yesterday and said it might be a 2-unit play. This is not a 2-unit play, but I will get to a 2-unit play in a minute. He is under this in 2 straight, which shocks me a little bit. But if you look, as I was saying, every J.J. McCarthy throw, roll out to the right, and he's looking dominant side. Every throw he makes. Now, TJ Hawkinson, we know how he is in the middle of the field. He's run a lot of routes on the left side, on the left side of the end. I don't understand why they're not utilizing him more. But again, that's just how J.J. McCarthy is. That's what O'Connell has set up for him. Carson Wentz is a little different. He's had success throwing the football to tight ends in recent years and through his career when he has played in recent years. This is their last week without Jordan Addison. So I'm not going to be really wanting to bet Hawkinson a lot, maybe with Addison back, because we know he's going to get targets along with Jefferson and along with all those guys. The Bengals sucked against tight ends last year. They were the worst in the NFL, and nothing's really changed this year. I get it this past week. They had a solid game. Brenton Strange isn't TJ Hawkinson, and he had 3 receptions, 17 yards. Week 1, Njoku and Fanning combined for 10 catches, 100 yards, 15 targets. Now, the Browns, Joe Flacco throws to tight ends more than most. But as I said before, Carson Wentz has had a lot of success throwing to tight ends in his career. Look back to Philadelphia where he was everyday starter. I think we're going to see some stuff like that. And even where he's gone, like played with the Commanders, all of the spots he's been at, he hasn't really had a TJ Hawkinson type in a while. It's been a long time since he played with a tight end as good. I mean, it's a top 10 tight end in the NFL, even with him kind of declining a little bit over the past few years since the injury and everything. So I do think Hawkinson catches 4 passes. I'm not taking his yards because I think we could see some 4-yard, 5-yard short passes from Wentz just to get them, a little bit better second and third downs. But I do like him over 3.5 receptions at minus 102.
I'm going to be on that game quite a bit. I'm already on that game quite a bit, frankly. It's all over our Discord. I will give out some plays on that game as we move into the weekend. I think that's an over game. I think that game gets loose. And I like that play, Beltway Ben. Second down for me, we stay in the Champions League. These are the champions. I love my props, Beltway Ben. I love my props around here. Not really prop bets because I'm more of a straight guy. Do you know what this is, Beltway Ben? Do you know what this is? It's a shoe. Do you know what kind of shoe it is?
No.
It's a Diadora. Do you know where this shoe was made? Where this shoe got shipped to me from? Do you know where Napoli is? Where do you think Napoli is? Do you have a guess? What country Napoli plays in? Italy. This shoe was made in Italy.
Somewhere in Europe.
I don't know if this shoe was made in Napoli. Probably not. I think Diadoras are probably made in Rome. We like Napoli in this spot. I just mentioned, I think domestic form matters. I don't like Man City. I know they did a number on Man U. I'm on that match in the Discord. We'll be on the Man U match this weekend, eventually here, maybe, I guess, Saturday show. I don't put a whole lot of stock into the 3-0, but they've conceded goals at a fairly alarming rate. I look at this head coaching matchup. Pep Guardiola can intimidate a lot of people. He's not intimidating Conte. Conte's been very good against them head-to-head. Conte's got a winning record against them head-to-head. I don't think Napoli's being given their due. They ran through Serie A. Maybe ran through is a strong way to put it, but had a tremendous season in Serie A. And unlike a lot of mid-table teams that maybe exceed expectation or teams that aren't always in Europe that jump up and win big, usually everybody looks better and the big clubs want to poach you. I actually like what Napoli did in the offseason. You've got De Bruyne going back to the Etienne with Napoli. I think that's going to be interesting. I think Napoli can get up early here, and I don't like Pep squads when they have to, when things are off script, when they have to make adjustments against another team that has a master level manager. I think it can spell problems for them. Would I be shocked if Napoli won this match? I would not. If you just want to play both teams to score, and I get that you can still get that around minus 135. But I think this one gets loose like a lot of these Champions League matches have gotten loose. I told you yesterday, I am on Bayern 12-1 to win the whole damn thing. I'm also on Bayern to finish in the final 8 in this qualifying round, and I'm on Napoli to finish in the final 8 in this qualifying round. I don't think they're being priced right. I don't think they're going to be intimidated going to City, and I think people are getting carried away with what City did to the Red Devils. This to me is a toss-up type match. And I think Napoli gets points here, Beltway Ben. I really do. That is a 3 p.m. Eastern time kickoff. Third down, Beltway Ben.
Third down here. I said we were.
Do you like my shoe? Do you like Diodoras? Do you think those are
like
attractive
Diodoras.
shoes?
From France, right? Made in France.
Italy.
I
you
thought
busting my balls? Are you busting my balls?
No. What? No. I was.
What
just
shoes are made in France? Lacage Sportif. You don't know anything about that. I had some Lacage Sportif gear back in the day. Dude, the old Argentina and France jerseys from the 80s. Yeah, it was a triangle. You should Google it. Their shit was, dude, I loved it in the 80s. And I loved Diodora in the 80s. It's a triangle with like a rooster in it. Lacage Sportif. They were big in tennis. I used to like Yannick Noah. Used to be one of my favorite tennis players. He was rocking Lacage Sportif. Like, again, like you can find pictures of Maradona, I'm pretty sure, wearing an Argentina jersey, like in tournaments, Lacage Sportif. Outside of that, I don't really know any French apparel. Iles, I believe, is French.
Aren't they big on Adidas there?
Yeah, but Adidas is German. Adidas is a German brand.
Yeah,
Puma.
but I thought
Puma's a German brand. I'm pretty sure like Adidas and Puma were like either brothers or cousins or whatever, and they started Adidas together, and they had a falling out, and then like the other guy went and started Puma. I'm pretty sure. I'm not as sure. I'm not totally sure, but I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say it was Germany or France, and then I didn't want to sound stupid, so I just said
no. It's Italy. Diodora's made in Italy. It's neither. It's not Germany or France.
Oh,
Jesus, Mary Joseph.
Oh, that's why you said, "Are you joking with me right now?" No. Yeah. Not quite familiar over there. I pay attention to a lot of sports that are here, not there.
Gotcha. It's all good.
Well, international basketball.
You got 2 assignments. You need to listen to Champions League song, and you need to go find some old pictures of Lacage Sportif gear and tell me if you would rock it. Okay, third down.
There we go. I did say we were going to get to a 2-unit play here. Devon Achane, it's a 2-unit.
Wow, that's a whale.
Achane, longest rush over 13.5 yards. Again, this is to win 2 units. I love this. The more that I looked into it, I don't know how he doesn't go over it. We talked about it when I gave out the 70 plus yesterday, just because I didn't give his regular yards out. I think it's either a big day or not much, but I do think he has at least one run for 14 or more yards. He was over this in 1 of 2 games this season, and he's also 3 of his last 5 games overall. He cleared this in 1 of 2 against the Bills last season. I talked about it before. I do think they're going to have to try to, hold the ball for a little while, have to get the run game going a little bit. Jalen Wright, he's banged up. I don't know that he plays. It's questionable. We'll see. But we saw Derrick Henry have a number of long carries against his defense. Different situation, different running back. I get it. But now Matt Milano and Ed Oliver are out. That changes things. And they're changes things a lot against the pass, but especially against the run. This is a bad tackling team. I don't know how else to say it. They don't tackle well. I don't know that they're going to be like crowding the line of scrimmage a ton because they might be a little scared of what Tyreek Hill can do over the top. So if Devon Achane gets a little bit of open field in front of him, we know how fast he is. He's one of the fastest players in the NFL, 13.5. And even last year, the one game he didn't clear it against them, it was a 12-yard carry. I do think he gets to 14 plus here, maybe way more. I mean, we could see a 35-plus yard run from him, which is my hope here. But I'll just play it here safe, over 13.5 yards, and it's a 2-unit to win 2-unit play.
Yeah, I like that. You know what? Should I? I mean, I'm feeling it, but I don't know if I should do it because that would
you should absolutely do it.
We got 3 units on this bad boy now.
There we go.
I'm hopping on your train. I'm not on much on the Dolphins side outside of a Tua pick, but I could get behind that. Third down for me. Simple little parlay here to get you plus money. If you go to my friends, well, they're not my friends. They have never done a damn thing for me other than take my bets like everybody else. Bet 365. You can play this Buffalo to win the first half. Josh Allen, 2 or more TD passes. You can still get it at plus 105. If you're in the Super Discord, you got it at a way better number than that. Why do I like this? Well, Miami in the first half this year has been complete garbage. They can't get off the bus ready to play football because they all hate their coach and they know he's going to be fired, right? So you're looking at them getting destroyed 20-0 by Indianapolis. You look at them getting just, jumped by New England. and neither of those teams offensively are Buffalo. If you just look at what Miami's done drilling down on the road, where they're terrible under McDaniel, their last 5 games on the road, scoring differential at halftime, minus 20 Indianapolis, minus 9 New York Jets. We're now going back to last season, plus 3 over the Browns, minus 7 to the Texans, minus 21 to Green Bay. Again, we need Buffalo to win the first half. The straight corporate lines would tell you Buffalo's favored by 6.5 to 7 in the first half. And then Josh Allen to throw 2 touchdown passes. I think Buffalo's defense is a little vulnerable here. And I think Miami has nothing to lose, and they might have to push the pace and score points a bit here. We've chronicled Josh Allen all week against Miami at home. He's 7-0. He's thrown 21 touchdown passes to 3 interceptions. He completes almost 69% of his passes at 8 yards per attempt. 117.1 passer rating. Averages over 250 yards per game. Doesn't activate his legs quite as much as against some other teams because it's bombs away. Miami's pass defense stinks historically against him. And this year, through 2 weeks, opposing quarterbacks have a 126.1 rating. There's not a lot of pass rush bite there. So there you have it. Simple parlay. And again, you can get it at plus money. 4th and long is not 4th and long. It's 4th and short. What do you got, Ben?
Yeah, I put minus 115 on there because you didn't send the odds with it, so I just went and put it together on draft.
My bad. I thought I had an interesting night. I'll tell you about it later.
Well, yeah, that's
no. That's my bad, dude. It's on me. It's on me.
First quarter WNBA bet. We haven't gone to this since I think like probably 2.5, 3 weeks ago, and it was a lot easier and a lot better to do it without the playoffs. I like regular plays during the playoffs because I think we see more minutes. But these are better defenses. Things change a little bit. I still do like Aaliyah Boston over 3.5 first quarter points. She got going late in game 2, and they need her to do that scoring. You don't have Caitlin Clark. You're without a number of players. Cunningham. There's so many pieces that they're missing. And Kelsey Mitchell, as good as she's been, like they need another scorer with her. Now, there were some few others that got going a little bit last game that I don't think we'll hear. She's been strong going to the bucket. She cleared it in game 1, even with a lesser scoring night, and then gets going late in game 2. I have to think she rides that momentum. All we're going to need is 2 layups from her. Or get to the free throw line and knock down 2 free throws. It's an elimination game. She played 9 minutes in the first quarter of game 1, just 7 in game 2. You have to imagine she's going to be on the court a long time tonight. It starts in the first quarter. She's over this in 3 of her last 5 games. I do like her to clear 3.5 first quarter points at minus 140.
Excellent. 4th and short for me. I can't believe I waited this long to show you this glorious
Can't escape them.
bastard. Quinny P. Quinny P. Quinny P. You always cash for me. You are the man. Quinny P. D. It's Quinn frickin' Priester Day, folks. Why do we love Quinn Priester and the Brew Crew around here so much? Because they get us steady paid. I'm playing this 2 different ways. Quinn Priester, when he pitches for the Milwaukee Brewers, has cashed 18 straight times on the money line. But let's look at what happens in the first 5 innings when Quinn Priester is on the bump for the Brewers. Look at his last 18 times out. The Brewers have led by a run or more in 15 of those 18. They have trailed once, and they've been tied after 5 2 times. Like, it's pretty freaking ridiculous. You want to look at what's happened recently? 5-0, 2-1, 0-0, 2-1, 1-0, 5-4, 3-1, 4-1, 6-2, 1-0, 7-1. That's the score after 5. Now, Bet365 will let you play this first 4.5 for plus money. So I'm losing that 5th at bat, right, against the Brewers, but I'm getting a guy who's done nothing but cover at home. Who are they facing? The Angels. The Angels struggle, and Kikuchi, the bottom's starting to fall out on him. And you just want to look at what's going on with him in his last 7 starts, 7.49 ERA. The Halos or he's got a 1-4. The Halos are like 1-6 in those starts. He's got a 5.16 ERA for the season on the road. And then you want to look at Kikuchi in the first 5 innings. Last 6 starts, first 5 innings, 26 runs have scored on the Halos within the first 5 innings of his last 6 times out. Halos have been ahead 1 time. They've trailed 4. They've been even once in those last 6 appearances for Kikuchi. So we're going to cover us if we need that 5th at bat. We're going to lean into that. That's the first time I got to be on. You ever made a first 4.5 bet before? This is my first.
I was going to be honest. When you sent that, I was like, I've bet a lot of different crazy things. I'm not.
It's a new one for me.
Seen it. Yeah, I haven't even seen it.
If you're going to do it for anybody, you're going to do it with Quinny freaking P. Dude, he's the human ATM. I love him. I love him. Hall of Famer. Wanna bet Hall of Famer. So there you go. 2 for the price of 1 and 4th and short. All right, this show is going long. I apologize. Overtime, Beltway Ben.
Yeah, I'll get to it pretty quick. I told you guys a while ago I do same game parlays in a lot of different games just to get us a little even or close to it. Achane, 30-plus rushing yards. I mentioned it before. He's over in both matchups this season and both games against Buffalo last year. Even the bad running game this year, he had 30-plus rushing yards. If they're down a lot in the second half, he should be able to get 30 in the first half. Or you see the defense playing back a little bit down 2 scores, give him a 5 to 10 yard carry. I think he will clear it there in the second half. Cook 1+ reception. I'm kind of flirting with his receiving yards, and I might give that out on the Super Discord because I think he has a big night receiving. But he's got 1+ reception in both matchups this season and both matchups with Miami last year. Khalil Shakir gave his regular yards out the other day. He can clear this with 1 catch. All the yak that he picks up has had a lot of strong games against Miami. And then Jalen Waddle, this is the one to get us to plus 113, 30-plus receiving yards over in both games this season. 1 of 2 last year, Buffalo. He's questionable. They said he's probably going to play and give it a go. He scares me with the injuries because he deals with them so much, but usually goes back on the field. But again, if we want to get value, if we want to get plus 113, we're going to have to put something else in than the other 3 that most likely hit. So taking a little bit of a risk here with Jalen Waddle.
No risk it, no biscuit, Bruce Arians once said. Overtime for me, we're going to do one more play on this game tonight. Bills have won 12 straight at home. McDaniel is terrible on the road. And I'm going to take that 12.5 or 13 or wherever it's going, and we're basically going to cut it in half for the game. Bills average 38 points a game with Josh Allen at quarterback at home against Miami, and I do think it might get a little loose. But I don't know if the Bills score 40. I don't know if Miami's getting 33. And that's kind of how I'm looking at this here. Josh Allen, I told you guys, he averages over 250 per game against Miami at home in his career. He's got 300 in 2 of his last 3 against them. He's got 249 or more in 3 of the last 4. We're playing it at 225. I think he'll get some explosive Shakir on crossers. I almost played this 100 yards in each half. I almost did. Then the more research I did on it, I decided not. And then the Tua interception. I told you guys yesterday, I love that play by itself. He's thrown a pick in 9 of his last 13 on the road. He has 10 total picks thrown in his last 8 on the road. He has 3 picks in 4 total games against in his career against the Bills. And that defense owns him. And him on the road against a playoff caliber team in prime time has spelled disaster for him and his head coach in his career. That's all our picks. Beltway Ben, show the people how we did last night, please, how we've done for the year, where they can get all our bets on the Super Discord. If Barron takes care, I'm sorry. No, Barron already took care of business for us. I'm probably going to wear this same jersey tomorrow because if you're in the Super Discord, you know I've had a play on Bayern Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga, this match coming up this weekend. Since last weekend, we've got some more soccer to get to tomorrow, more NCAA football to get to tomorrow, and MLB better too. And we definitely are staying ahead of these NFL Week 3 lines that keep changing. We give you value picks. You want to bet. We want to bet. Thank you for wanting to bet with us and Quinny P and Lacoste Sportif and Der Kaiser.